Salutations, welcome. So, I think 7 months ago, I did a little video saying that, hey, I'm making a game right now. That said game is now playable on itch.io, and right now you've seen like a pre-recorded video of me playing the game, just kind of casually as is. It's a little tiny game, it doesn't take a lot to complete. You collect, your goal in the game is to collect 5 creatures, and then you're kind of done. But obviously in the full version, there's going to be a lot more creatures to collect. Originally, I did say in the last video, I was going to just have it originally when I first started planning for this game it was going to be 25, but then I realized the scope of it and how long it would take, so I've lowered it down. I initially lowered it down to 10, but then I realized, oh crap, because there's going to be like 5 different rarities, it would be better to be just bumped up a little bit more to 15. So right now for the 1.0 release of the game, I would want to have 15 creatures planned to collect. But again, just the 5 for now, just to kind of get a taste for what the game's going to be about. And we've got lots of stuff planned, but I'm not going to specifically tell you here, just in case they do get scrapped. But just little kind of more of the cookie clicker stuff you would come to expect when you get cookie clicker or idle games in this kind of genre. So the music that's playing right now is directly from the game soundtrack, and it is composed by 5 people in total, including myself. Again, I will put a link to them all in the description, and just go please check out that music, because when I was making this game, I had the epiphany of like, oh my god, because again, originally this game again is just meant to be like portfolio stuff, but it's kind of evolved a little bit more than that. Obviously I've hired like people like music composers and creature artists and etc, and I've got like people that, even though they're not working on the game directly, they're still kind of helping out more than they know. It's become a lot more than just a little project I was working on by myself. So thank you. I was originally going to do like a few videos every so often talking about like a new subject, but I kind of got a little bit scared because it mildly blew up on Twitter more than I was expecting. It had, I think, over like 100 likes on it, which I'm not used to having that kind of period. Like, it's normally like my original stuff, it will get kind of nicely, and maybe like I'm looking to get like 10 likes, something like that, for something that's original. This got over 100 somehow, and I don't know why or how, and it kind of freaked me out. And I was like, I can't, because originally I was gonna again release it in stages as well. Like, again, it wasn't very polished, and I was like, I just wanted to show off what I had what I had with the game. So, but then that kind of blew up more than I thought, and I was like, oh no. So I just I kind of held it back a bit, and I worked on it a little bit more. Again, I've been getting some feedback for just general things, for like tweaks and stuff, and obviously glitches that need to be patched. So thank you for like reaching out to me and just, you know, just give me like critiques and here and there, you know, because obviously, you know, we're gonna try and get it to be like a, you know, at least a decent cookie clicker. But honestly, I released this on my birthday. It didn't really have like original, like a deadline, but I said to myself, I need to make sure I actually have a version that people can play and give me feedback on. And I just I didn't know a date, and I think I came up with this date near the beginning of July. And then I was like, why don't I just release this on my birthday? And you know, I released it on my birthday. I even streamed it on my birthday as well. So thank you everyone for popping by and saying hi, and obviously seeing the game for the first time. I think, to be honest, I would have got this out like a bit sooner. But I have been messing around with the game engine GDevelop for a while now, and I do love it to bits. And I have been working on other things as well. I entered a game jam, and I've been working on 2 other little projects as well. Well, technically it's 3 now. A Spyro dating sim, a Ratchet & Clank UI UX little kind of experiment, which technically birthed my whole kind of love for game dev, and a relatively new one where I used GDevelop to make a VTuber, an animated VTuber. And I do want to make more things as well. I just want to create more. I want to make, I want to make more kind of experiences where they aren't really games. I want to do more stuff where it's like the Ratchet and Clank thing, where it's just more of a showcase of an idea rather than just an actual game, and just kind of mess around. And I think actually working on multiple projects as well has helped me make this game overall, ironically, because things I've learned in the other projects, I've put them into this game as well. So for example, making the Spyro dating game, I figured out how to use like a visual novel-esque kind of like tutorial system, where it is essentially the same kind of or a very similar system. The same with the VTuber as well. Ironically, I figured out how to use animations and how to get them to speak, which again, there isn't any example at the moment, but I can see in my brain like, oh, if I were to continue this and add more tutorials to the game on how I introduce new concepts to the game to keep the gameplay fresh, I can add that in. And just like from all of these like other projects, it's all literally kind of just for this, ironically, just to kind of understand how do you develop works as an engine, and just how to just, you know, work around different ideas and just seeing what I can get out of it. Honestly, that's it. I don't want to keep everyone too long. I'll see you in the next 7 months. But honestly, no, seriously. My plan goal is to get this on Google Play at some point, and hopefully maybe if I can figure it out, to put this onto maybe like iPhone as well, like the Play, that's not called the Play Store, you know, the Apple equivalent. But I think it's a lot more of a complicated system to get it on there. So my main goal is just Google Play at the moment. Have it be released on Google Play, and maybe even like in my mind as well, maybe make like a light version, maybe keep it on itch, and maybe even put it on Newgrounds and maybe some other platforms as well. But yeah, I think right now I am going to take like a little break on this game because I am a little bit burnt out. I'm not like extremely burnt out, and I'm not going to work on it for a long time, but I do want to catch up with my other kind of projects that I mentioned as well. I do, now that I've learned stuff, ironically, jumping from project to project, I've learned new stuff, and I do want to go back to these other projects and work on them a little bit more. And yeah, just kind of grow and just see what I can come up with. So thank you for listening to me ramble. Again, don't forget to check out just the composers, because I honestly thank their work, and everyone else as well that's helped contribute to the game as well. It does mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, go check out the game, go play it. It doesn't take a lot to finish. I say that. RNG will maybe be in your favor. If it's in your favor, it won't take long. If you have horrible luck, then RNG, this game will take probably a little bit longer. But just go play it. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it.